The art direction is the visual conceptualization. That'd be grammar. The visual concept of any movie.
Oh, so if you have a what they call it, so many characters in a particular movie, this art director has to make sure that these people are all in place and doing the right thing at the right time.
Art direction is beyond just sets and props. It goes as far as graphic designs. It goes as far as even the makeup and the costume and also the special effects.
An art director is actually like the pillar of every movie. If your art director is very slow, your project will be slow.
I would really give thumbs up to AMVCA because I anticipated this. When we talk about art direction, I anticipated this. Even though I would have preferred maybe a movie like Everybody Loves Jennifer to also feature as well, because she also made use of a wide range of locations and all that. Now I want to ask a question. Now this goes out to AMVCA. Is this deliberate? Why are we snubbing YouTube movies? Because a few YouTube movies were released last year and were really good.
Yeah.
So is it
really
like
good.
a major criteria that no YouTube movie will be enlisted in the nomination list? But
All right.
we are here.
Hey guys, welcome to POV, where we break down everything entertainment and lifestyle with unbiased takes and thoughtful analysis. No hype, no noise, just real conversations that matter. I am Michelle Abanum. Let's get right into it. Welcome back. Now, we waited, we speculated, we made our predictions, and now the AMVCA nominations are here. But did they live up to the hype, or did some of your faves get completely overlooked? Let's find out. I have here with me the amazing Jude and Ayo. Hi Jude, hi Ayo. How you
Michelle,
doing?
I'm fine. How you
Hi
doing?
Jude, how are you
seem
doing?
so cool this morning.
Maybe because I didn't see my favorite on the nomination list.
Oh wow. So before we get right into that, amazingly and not surprisingly, we started off POV with AMVCA nomination.
Yep,
So
yep,
it's
yep.
officially our 1 year anniversary. Oh my god, I can't believe you guys have been with me for like 1 year.
We are faithful.
It is
now.
so emotional for me right now. I feel like crying.
Wait, tissue, please. Tissue.
Congratulations to us. once
Yes.
All
1
right,
year.
all right. Now let's delve right into AMVCA nominations. When you saw that nomination list, Jude, what was your first reaction?
Actually, first of all, I went straight up to look at the best actors because I was, looking out for some movies that came out last year.
Okay.
You understand? And
You are hugely disappointed,
no,
right?
let me not even say it right now. Maybe when we get to that time, then I'll
Yeah.
tell you if I was disappointed or not.
Mm.
But for now, let's keep it low.
How about you, AY?
For me, I was surprised. Why was I surprised? Okay, looking at the cinemas and the top 4 movies that made it big at the cinemas, blockbusters and all that. Everybody Loves Jennifer was not there.
Yeah.
True.
Queen Latifah was not there. No nomination. That I mean no nomination.
Yeah.
Ajoshekwa was not nominated. No nomination. I can go on and on and on and on. Quite a number of movies that happened were released last year.
Yeah.
No nomination from these movies, and they were all produced within the period. That's within 1st of December 2023 to 31st of December 2024. So that means I'm asking myself, one, did AMVCA snub these movies, or did the producers of these
not
movies
submit
did
them.
not submit
Yeah.
Or maybe they
their
didn't
body of work
didn't meet up to a certain criteria.
for a movie that had the highest grossing in the land, over 1 billion naira? What criteria are we talking about here?
Okay, now these
So-
are some very valid
But
questions.
and I was also surprised seeing some of the movies, like now I want to ask a question. Now this goes out to AMVCA. Is this deliberate? Why are we snubbing YouTube movies? Because a few YouTube movies were released last year and were really good.
Yeah.
So
they were
is it
really
like
good.
a major criteria that no YouTube movie will be enlisted in the nomination list? But
All right.
we are here.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so before we delve into analysis, serious analysis, let's talk about the films that are clearly dominating the charts. Leading the pack is Seven Doors with a whopping 11 nominations, making it the most recognized film this year. It's got nods in major categories like Best Lead Actor, Best Lead Actress, Best Director, and Best Indigenous Language West Africa. Basically, it's everywhere. Right behind it is Lisabi, The Uprising, with 10 nominations, including Best Movie, Best Lead Actor, Best Costume Design, Best Cinematography. So safe to say it's a serious contender. Skeleton Coast isn't far off, bagging 8 nominations across categories. Then we have Christmas in Lagos and Inkabi tied with 6 nominations each, both making strong showings in key technical and storytelling categories. And now let's not forget Freedom Way and House of Gar, each grabbing 5 nominations. But for the sake of the show, we would be analyzing these categories: Best Art Direction, Best Makeup, Best Digital Content, and Best Costume Design. For Best Art Direction, the nominees are So now that's that about the nominees. I'm going to ask you, AY, what makes a film's art direction stand out?
It's a combination of so many factors. One, the art direction is the visual conceptualization, that'd be grammar, the visual concept of any movie, what you see as a viewer. All right. So now what makes it stand out? From the set, which is very key, to the props, but not just that. We also look at the graphic design. We also talk about the color palette, that's the color theme of the movie. Then we also look at, the art director is like the nexus, the meeting point between the director and the production person or the production manager. So it's a combination of those factors. Art direction is beyond just sets and props. It goes as far as graphic designs. It goes as far as even the makeup and the costume and also the special effects. So that's basically, in a simple sentence, art direction.
Fantastic. Jude, what nomination was a surprise to you?
No, none of the nominations was surprising to me because they actually merit it. Because looking at, let's start with Lisabi. Now, Lisabi had a lot of combat and stuff like that, and that's where the art director comes in play. You understand? Because you have these guys that are going to perform, so you have to get your stunt guys on ground to do some stunt for you if necessary. If the actors can portray that particular kind of stunt, you need the stunt guys on ground, stunt actors actually. Then your art director also have to look at so if you have so many characters in a particular movie, this art director has to make sure that these people are all in place and doing the right thing at the right time. Now, for me, just like AY mentioned, let me just say this thing just to add to what he spoke about. An art director is actually like the pillar of every movie. If your art director is very slow, your project will be slow. You understand? If your art director is not up to speed, he doesn't know what he's doing, you understand? He's going to give the director much work to do. See, the director what he does is actually looking at the visuals, like what people are going to see, but things that happen behind camera. You understand? Getting people into wear your costume. This is not this thing. Costumier, this is the right costume. Are you monitoring this stuff? Is the audio right? You understand? Is this the right place we have to shoot this particular scene?
Yeah.
Those are the job of an art director. Okay. You understand? So most times in a movie you see that there's like 2-3 art directors.
Yeah, true.
You understand? Because it's not an easy job for one person to do, even when you have a very big project. So looking at the nomination here, I'm not surprised. Yes, and these movies are very big. These are big movies, so I'm not surprised that I'm seeing this this kind of movies in this kind of category.
All right. Would you agree with Jude that every movie on this category deserved a nomination?
Absolutely. From House of God to Seven Doors to Lisabi, Christmas in Lagos. Those were big movies in 2024. So
Okay, so do you think that there was a major snub as it relates to other films being nominated for this category?
we can't have everybody in that category. So I would really give thumbs up to AMVCA because I anticipated this. When we talk about art direction, I anticipated this. Even though I would have preferred maybe a movie like Everybody Loves Jennifer to also feature as well, because she also made use of a wide range of locations and all that. Then Crossroads by what's her name now, Aisha Lawal. Yes, the art directing was good, and I remember also giving it thumbs up when we reviewed that movie last year. So aside that, these are big movies, so AMVCA did quite well in nominating this.
Okay, Jude, what 3 movies would you say? Because at the end of the day, we'd have to pick a winner and we'd have to predict the winner on the show.
Exactly.
But let's start with top 3. What 3 movies do you feel would most likely fall into the top 3 if you were to be a judge?
All right, so we have Lisabi, Seven Doors, and House of God.
Yeah, why do you agree with that list?
I'll take out top 3, right?
Yeah, top 3.
I'll take out Lisabi,
Why?
because Lisabi and House of Gar are kind of similar in terms of their color palette, like the way the storyline. Both of them are biopics,
Yeah.
historical movies, right? So I will not put 2 historical movies because
But they are different art directors, and I feel they should be
I know,
recognized.
but there's so much similarities. But I'll take out Lisabi, that's the Uprising, and I'll put Christmas in Lagos because a different kettle of fish. The theme, the color palette, the storyline, the timelines. One was done way back, ancient. One happened in modern times. So I'll pick Christmas in Lagos. So for me, Christmas in Lagos, House of Gar, and Seven Doors.
Now the moment, because we're going to come back to this video and then I would always attack you, Jude, especially you. You're going to predict somebody that I know win. So let's start with you. Who do you think would win this category?
Okay, so it's between House of God.
No, it's in between.
Hold on.
Have you ever heard when they're announcing and they say it's between
Hold
House
on
of
now.
God?
So I'm going to steal. I'm trying to make up my mind.
All right.
So that's what I'm just saying. It's between. So House of God and when they were pointed at Christmas in Lagos, because the crowd, they had these beautiful settings in Christmas in Lagos, and there's so many extras.
Yes.
So I imagine them composing everybody
to
do what you're supposed to do in a particular.
And shout out to Jadi. Jadi is the producer of that movie. For those who know Jadi Oshiberu, she produced Brotherhood, crowded movie. She produced Gangs of Lagos, crowded movie. She produced Isoken, she directed those movies.
She's used to it.
So she knows how to handle crowd. She also knows the Lagos lifestyle.
True.
So that's why I went for, out of the top 3, I had to put in Christmas in Lagos. But go ahead, Jude.
But you don't confuse me right now.
Okay.
So I'll still stick
And the
with
winner is
House of God.
Ooh.
Why?
Okay, now listen. When aside having what they call it, the crowd, they're trying to control the crowd. That's the work of the AD in that particular scene as well. But I'm very particular with combat. You understand? They have to do with fights. You understand? This is not something we are used to. Most times, if the fight is not right, you can tell. It's very easy to tell. If someone is doing wrong thing in the crowded scene, you might not tell because your eye is focused on the main characters. You understand? But in the combat, if someone is not doing the thing where he's faking it, you will tell. It's easy to tell. So the art director, paying attention to so many details in the particular combat. They had a lot of fights in House of God.
Yeah, a lot of combat scenes. Yeah.
So and again, what the Femi? You see what's the lead character name again?
Femi Branch.
Femi Branch.
Yeah.
Now, making to feel like okay, taking, this is the first time he's acting such kind of role.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
So you're making him to act something different. So he's actually helping Austin Peters to get her direction right. So it was very perfect for me. The combat, the sets and everything was on point for me.
Okay,
I
AY.
already know what he's going to say, AY, but don't worry. Go ahead, ask him.
And the winner is
Christmas in
I
Lagos.
know it.
why?
Christmas in Lagos, a lot of party scenes, a lot of musical scenes as well. She did her homework, and I believe she has a close connection with Maven Records. I stand to be corrected because we had Ira Star,
Yeah.
we had Ladipo
Yeah.
in that movie. We had lots of performances. Aside the crowded scenes, also she went to the ghetto. There was a particular scene whereby they had to go to the ghetto. But if you look at the aesthetics, so it's well lit. It was a night scene, but everywhere you could see light and you could see the people's faces as well. She played with so many locations.
Okay.
She played with so many props as well. And did she depict the true Lagos lifestyle? Yes, you could actually relate with it. It was largely an opulent movie. That means a lot of affluence, a lot of wealth, and all that. But she worked closely with the costumier, with the makeup artist as well. We didn't need much of SFX, so she played with the natural feel and all that, and the color palette, like the texture of a film, is similar to what we have with Brotherhood as well. The texture of a film, no matter what device you're using. That's one thing about an art director as well. No matter how sophisticated or how whack a device is, if you watch any good project done by a good art director, you would feel it. And that's why I was swinging before this episode. I was swinging the way of House of God, because I even remember during the review, I was all about the art directing and how I loved House of God. But I also watched Christmas in Lagos. So I'm like, no, let's do something different. So I'm giving it to Christmas in Lagos.
All right, now we have two winning movies, House of God and A Christmas in Lagos. So that's that about this category. Watch out for the next category. Thank you.